Archimedes constant. So much is hidden in the ratio of the circle's circumference and its diameter. An infinite non-repeating decimal in the string of digits is the name of every person you ever lived. The date, time, and manner of your death, and all the momentous and mundane that has ever existed, will ever exist, could ever exist. The DNA of every being in the universe, hidden within the infinite, the irrational, the constant.
Before I tell you the story, I gotta tell you a little story. Imagine, if you could, a densely grown forest, endless in every direction, woods as far as the eye could see. Seemingly in the center of it all was an open field, beautiful and emerald green. You would have sworn you were standing on jaded stone, if not for how soft this grass was beneath your feet. It was no Eden, but to those who called it home, it was just as divine. Among them lived a man whose name has long been forgotten, but the echoes of his actions are still heard today. A simple man with a good life had every reason to be content, but still his mind was restless and would wander away. One night, sleepless as he was, during his midnight hour walk, he saw something very strange. Along the tree line was a shadow. It appeared out of nowhere. Every instinct in his body was telling him, don't go. But to find the unfindable, to know the unknown. And then, with a deep breath, he would step forward, accepting that his heart would be left behind him.
Taped patient interview. The date is January 24th. Subject: John Doe. Approximately 6 months ago, the patient was admitted to this facility after being found disheveled and confused. The patient seemed to be in the thralls of a paranoid delusion, constantly repeating a set of numbers, 148, 841, ramblings about dimensions, and a threat from something called dark water. These delusions, among other examples, display a wide spectrum of psychological and behavioral disorders, and for a long time, the patient seemed swallowed by the severity of his condition. However, I'm pleased to report a positive turnaround for the subject. Over the last few weeks, the patient has been attending group meetings, participating in group activities, socializing, even allowing the possibility that his delusions and paranoia may be separated from reality. In fact, I'm pleased to hear that as of today, the patient has chosen a name by which he'd like to be addressed, though he still finds it difficult to recall his past. This leaves me very optimistic. Choosing a name shows a want as well as a willingness to be a part of reality, rather than standing apart. Should the patient continue on this path, away from these storm clouds, accepting normality's limitations, I believe one day we can place him back in.
Sorry, doctor, but you have a patient waiting to see you.
Of course. Yes, please let him in. Good morning, my friend. How are you? Hope you weren't waiting long.
No worries, Doc. Just got here. So, what we doing?
Just recording today's session helps me keep track of our progress.
Anything you need this one to do?
Yes, if you don't mind, please have a seat there.
What, right here?
Yes, that should be good. I'll just get this camera ready, and we'll get started. All right then. First things first. To the best of your recollection, is this the first time you've been on camera?
Yeah, first time.
Now I understand you have a new name. Would you mind stating it for this recording?
Sure. This one is Madman.
Now, is that the healthiest way to refer to oneself?
It's what we're called.
I see. Well, I can't say that's what I would have chosen for you.
Oh yeah? What would yours have picked, Doc?
Friend. I would call you my friend.
Right. Well, you can still call this one your friend.
If it makes
Now
you
I'm
feel
afraid we
better.
must address the self-harming. May I see it?
Sure, Doc.
I see. You do remember what we've talked about, yes?
Yeah, Doc, of course. This one knows it's not. This one knows.
I'd like to discuss that further if we could. I know it's difficult for you, but could you explain the significance of this symbol for this recording?
This one will explain as best as this one can. At least this one will try. It's not something you can find in a book. You can't find it on a map. This one's seeker crossed oceans of time to find it. The self that was known and all of its probabilities, infinite in their numbers, were sacrificed to see. No, to be seen. To be recognized by truth as truth.
And so it was. Gazing upon infinity, this one came to be. No longer I or me. Now we are one. This one. For all.
I'd like to discuss that further at some point, my friend, but why don't we move on for now? I'm happy you found a name. I have to say, I'm very impressed with your progress lately.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today, my friend? How are the nightmares? I'm told you're still screaming at night.
They come and go.
Could you tell me about them?
If this one has to. It starts with the sound of a heavy rain. Then there's a window. As this one moves closer, we hear them.
What do you hear?
The whispers.
What happens after that?
Dark water.
Despite our progress lately, it seems that these nightmares of this dark water, is that right, are getting more vivid. A little concerning to be sure, but I have full confidence that these nightmares will pass.
Yours really thinks so?
Yes, as you become more social and keep participating in groups, I believe they will fade. For a long time, you were isolating, you were detached, and effectively you were driving yourself mad. See the problem there? A person who isolates has nothing else to think about except thoughts. Thoughtless thoughts, endless repetitions of reckoning and calculating, pointless and without purpose. On and on these rabbit holes of thought go, until the only things left in your mind are warped and distorted ideas of the world around you, irrational fears of all things unknown, effectively trapping yourself in your own mind, without any purpose. Without any purpose.
Well, maybe it's better to be out of your mind with purpose than in your mind without. Maybe it's a good thing to be a madman.
Yes, well, a madman you may very well be, but also a good one. One who deserves some peace of mind. All right, how are we on Taiyuf? Time flies, doesn't it? Well, that's enough for today, my friend. Just do me one favor.
What's that, Doc?
Keep trying.
What the fuck?
Found you!
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Come. This one knows. This one knows. It isn't real. It isn't real. It isn't real. Come on. It isn't real. Come on. This one knows. This one knows. Oh, God. This one knows. God, no.
God, you say
say? Now this is intriguing.
Seer. Seer. Seer, can you hear me? Seer. Seer, man. You have to listen. Seer, please listen to me. Please. Seer, it's very real and you're in very real danger. You have to listen to me. You're not alone. Back off him, ugly! Listen to me, Seer. You need to listen to me. God help me.
God, you say? This is intriguing. How long do you think your God intends to wait? How many continue to die before God decides to strike me down? Open your eyes. You know I am the only God here.
Please let me out. I have to get out.
You can scream.
Listen to me.
You can cry. And you can beg all you want. I'm not listening. I will have what you stole from me.
Found you free.